Let me introduce you to charismatic souls.
Okay, that. All right.
All right, so here we have with us Khurshed Batliwala, the man, the legend, actually.
Working from home should not become struggling.
Behind,
Wait, one second.
Rent workstations to be productive, sofas to take a break, beds to relax after a long day, sanitized and delivered safe.
I don't know how that happened, but whatever.
That's an ad before our,
did it
Yeah.
say to sanitize your hands?
See,
It
these
said
things happen,
something about sanitization.
You get an actor, and then suddenly there are these commercials. I've never had a commercial just like that for which you're not being paid on this channel.
See, I'm sure that I'm telling you, this Alexa and this Siri, they're dangerous people.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Yeah, they listen to all our conversations, whether we are live or not.
So go ahead. You were saying something about the legend.
Yeah, somebody is so, modestly waiting. Okay, but
Yeah.
it is a fact. Khurshed Batliwala, who we pyar se know as Bau, okay, is the ultimate rock star in the art of living. Okay, I've known him for almost 20 years, Bau. 20 years. And what has changed? Nothing. You still got that cute, charismatic smile. Huh?
You can't improve on perfection, can you?
And then we have Bunky Dada is the Rahul Dravid, the Rock of Gibraltar. I swear, he is. What do I say about Bunky Dada? He is, like I've admired and I've really looked up to you, Bao. But Bunky Dada, like an ideal man, seriously. Who would, जो कर्तव्य, अनुशासन, और और क्या था, तीसरा क्या था? That's how you live by. Bunky Dada, you really, you're not only for, I'm sure for a lot of people you are a true role model, but I've always admired you by the way, how happy and how, the video has been spotlighted for everybody.
Yes. So now everybody can see you talk instead of us.
But I can't see you.
Don't worry about that. You just talk.
Oh.
There you go.
Yes, we're back again. Yes, that's right. So, Bunky Dada, there are a lot of attributes that you have that I really imbibe in terms of discipline, in terms of staying true to who you are, and I think 20 साल में मैंने आप लोगों ने मुझे बहुत कुछ सिखाया है. Okay, the amount of courses we have done together. My God. Huh?
And now it's our turn to introduce him.
So,
And this
this
Manoj Karanvir Bohra.
No, we know this wonderful person as Manoj. He prefers to call himself by other names because it improves his star value, or so he thinks.
So he thinks.
Yes, but he is just an absolute sweetheart. And he said nothing has changed in us, but I will say nothing has changed in him either. We knew him when he used to come famished and tired, and he would come and polish off everything in the kitchen and volunteer for our courses. And now he's the superstar with how many million followers on Instagram? Some ridiculous number.
Few.
Few million, yeah. And yet he maintains that absolute same down to earth, honest, authentic, integrated personality that we knew him as. And to be in this show business, the star business and all that, and still maintain your identity and maintain who you are is, I think, quite a challenge. And Manoj, Karanvir, Kabir, whatever you want to call him, has managed this brilliantly. I know he meditates every day. He does his Sudarshan Kriya, and that's one of the beauty secrets that he has. When we knew him, he was the scrawny person. Now he's got bulging biceps and amazing. I was
Which you
just
always
asking,
hated.
I was just asking why he has worn so many clothes. Normally we don't see him with so many clothes on. Uh, but he's made an absolutely amazing body through absolute sheer discipline. I know that he's a vegetarian. I know that he doesn't touch any of the in quotes things that Gurudev doesn't stand for. Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji doesn't stand for.
And now I become plant-based.
That's even better. So there you go. I have to tell you one thing though. Since I don't watch TV, I think I've seen him on screen for about 7 minutes totally, but uh, that's not the person anyway that I know or I care for. I care for this person sitting in front of me, and just being the most amazing friend and I almost family.
Seriously. I can't forget. I can't. I really, the other house really, it just stays in my heart since whenever I pass by that place and I think about the times we've had out there and had so much of fun, so much really. You know what? I know whatever you've said, Bao and Bunki Dada, it's really all thanks to the value system, okay, that Art of Living has inculcated. And I proudly carry this baton of being, being a meditator, doing the Sudarshan Kriya. And I always tell it to everybody, that's the only, and you said it's a secret. It's not a secret. It was never a secret. It's the truth that in a day, take at least 10, 15 minutes out for yourself, if nothing else. And meditation is the only way to keep your sanity, not only in this industry, but in the world.
Exactly.
And since you're talking about the other house, today is our auntie's birthday, Baba's mother.
Ah, I was just going
Seeing
through.
us from.
I know from above, man. Oh God, I miss her so much, really. The other house, one auntie is. I was seeing your post today when you posted for a birthday, and you said today I turned 50, and I was just thinking that wow, how time flies.
So what shall we talk about? I've been, this has been going on. They have been planning about what they're going to talk about. I normally don't like to know anything about what we're going to talk about.
I know. Whenever I used to accompany you to all these IITs and colleges and all, I said, what are you going to talk about? I don't know. I'll just go there and see what happens. I still remember that trick that you do, the chocolate wala. Who wants this chocolate?
So do you do the same with your lines also, or do you have to really practice all your lines?
No, I should be practicing, but I don't. I just read it once and I kind of understand it and then say it in my own words.
Okay. Yeah. So at the onset, I would like to ask you, you're such a good boy, but then most of your roles, I'm told, are really the bad boy kind of roles.
So that's the badmash in me. There's a gunda in me that wants to come out. So the only way to get it out is through my roles.
So that friends and family are spared. And you get paid for it. Amazing. It's a.
So why not do more of it?
Yeah, it's a total win-win, man.
Yeah. I think but it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, the villain has maximum freedom. No, he or she can.
Not only that. See, I love living the life that I'm leading. Whether being a father, being a husband, being a son. And for me, value is really, that's the impression I'd like to carry for the rest of my life. But there are a lot more attributes to a human being also, which you get to play in roles. And I remember there was this role that I'd done where I was a wife beater. And I would always, it was very challenging, but after every episode or whenever these interviews used to happen with channels or with anyone, I would say that I'm doing this as an actor, but I'm completely against, and I hate playing. I mean, I hate that kind of a person, who that person must be, and how how sad and how frustrated he must have been. Probably, what, he must have gone through what not in his childhood to be like this, what he is. So for me also to go through that, and these kind of roles keep me sane also. It makes me not want to lose myself in reality.
Yeah.
So what
But,
all?
but all said and done, it's a lot of fun playing these kind of roles.
So what all different roles have you played? And
So
if
I
you had
like
to
layered
choose
roles.
a
I like
favorite one.
layered. Wicked? No, nowadays I stopped playing wicked roles.
No, I'm saying if you had to choose a favorite one.
I like a stalker. Yeah, because a stalker is not just a stalker. He's got a lot of history behind him. So it's good to study that history. And these guys are very, very intelligent, which I am.
Why was that 3-second pause there?
No, because I didn't want to do my own tarif, but I said, might as well.
No, come on. Go ahead. We learn on the advanced course, don't we? All praise goes to the divine. So go ahead, praise yourself.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned. Nobody loves me. I don't care. I love myself.
That's the most important.
Yes.
Because, if you don't love yourself, you expect love from others and become a bloody headache for them.
Yeah, so this, I always, there was that movie that had come out, Jerry Maguire. You Complete Me. It sounded so beautiful when released. Then after I started doing the course, Art of Living, I realized, what do you mean, you complete me? Damn it, I have to complete myself. Huh? But if two complete souls meet together, imagine the atom bomb they're going to create. Two broken souls coming together does not become one. So yeah.
So now your turn to ask us some questions.
So I want to know one thing, Bunki Dada and Bau. Besides teaching, okay, if you're not teaching, what do you do? What do you do? Or if you're not teaching, or if you're not with Guruji, what do you all do?
Learning.
Huh?
Learning.
Learning.
When not teaching, we are learning.
See, these are very spiritual and very profound words. No, but otherwise also, like, just to...
So, like, really, right now only, I was learning a new piece on the piano. Practicing that. I am also enrolled on a few online courses that I am doing that I feel will enhance the way I teach. Of late, Dinesh and I have become craniosacral therapists, and we teach the craniosacral therapy course of the Art of Living. So there is a lot of anatomy and a lot of very different holistic healing modality literature that we have to really learn, not just learn, but understand so well that we can teach it to a very Indian audience, because it's a very Western concept, we just keep updating ourselves with whatever seems relevant or fun.
I remember around 2001 when I done my first DSN with you, and we had to go sell forms. Remember, we had to make people, convince them to do the Art of Living course. That was the task given to us. And you had said that don't force, or when they want to come, they will come to you. I still maintain that. Now it is become in such a way that people see me, they say, what do you do? How are you like this? And they ask. And that has happened in the process of these so many years. But still, I mean, this time that we are in right now, there is so much of, it wasn't that so much of, how would I say it? In pure words, depression, in very simple words, frustration, pressure, which was there even that time, probably even before us also. We just adapt to ourselves, we just adapt to the time we are in, and it becomes tougher. But when we've seen through it, like probably in the year 2000, the pressure was not so much. or the depression rate or the frustration rate wasn't so much as what it is right now. How do you convince these people to do this course and tell them to meditate? As simple as that. The same question I'm asking after 20 years.
Yeah, I'm going to give you more or less the same answer. We don't convince people, like you rightly said, but we definitely give them the information. We tell them that, hey, you know what, this exists, and you know what, if you do it, you feel much better. Do you want to feel much better? When the answer is yes, come to us, we are waiting for you.
I like this. You know what? We can give the information. Then it's up to them. Then it's their own destiny, whether they want to do it or not. Superb. Superb.
It's like somebody sees your movie and they have to tell their friends. They don't even have to. They want to tell their friends. How they will, what tricks they will use. They'll just say, oh, it's a fantastic movie. You have to go and see it. So when you like something, you talk about it naturally. Whether it is a movie, whether it is a restaurant that you have gone to, or a country that you have visited, or a place that you have gone to. So like that, you speak with conviction. You don't have to convince somebody about it. But at the same time, at the same time, with little, how do you say, yukti.
Nudge them. Keep giving the information out.
Exactly.
It's not a movie that releases on Friday and gets over. Every Friday there's a movie.
Manoj, I was doing some research. It said that before people buy, in quotes, anything these days, they need 18 times reminder.
Touch points.
18 touch points. Only the 18th, 17th, 18th, 19th time do they actually make up their mind and buy. And you might have noticed this, if you do online shopping, like I can show you right now, I've got 6 Amazon windows open, looking for a particular thing. And I have decided, okay, I want to buy this book, but I don't buy it immediately. I somehow wait for a discount or wait for some deal. And it's only after I see it many, many times do I finally decide, okay, do I want to buy this and shall I buy it right now or shall I buy it later?
Superb. Superb.
So it's a question of just letting people know. By the way, you know what? That course I told you, it's happening this weekend again, just in case you want to do it.
Nice. Good. I'll put it up as a post.
Just keep saying that. That's it. And it's kind of taken care of.
Yeah, whoever. Yeah, that's true. Absolutely.
It is said that 5% of the people buy immediately. You will have noticed that when you tell someone, this amazing course, it's the secret behind the glow on my face, apart from my shaving cream. And they say, yeah, how do I join? 5% will say that. Around 20% will never buy. They will simply not buy.
Yeah.
But the rest 75% will take their time. A friend of mine puts it very, very well. Everybody buys the course now. The now is a time in their time. That's all. So what you have to do is when they are ready, you have to give them information, and you have no idea when they are ready. So you have to keep giving the information.
Keep giving the information. True. No, this is lovely. Yeah, at least that's the max, not max, but yes, that's what we should do. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because convincing something, you have to convince someone when it is not good for them.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned that you are on a plant-based diet, right? More or less, so am I. And there is nothing to convince in that. But now, if I had to tell you, Manoj, let's have one sugar-laden chocolate cake and one can of Pepsi, then I would need to do serious convincing, because you know that it is not good for you. I know that it is not good for you. And therefore, the convincing needs to happen. I mean, most of advertising is what? It is convincing people to do something that is stupid, basically. I mean, if you look at any of those alcohol advertisements, you see all those people dancing around, amazing bodies, this, that, and the other. But as a person who had alcohol 27 years ago in IIT, I know that is not the case. Usually after a daru party, there are people puking their heads off in one corner and, feeling miserable the other corner. And the next day, everybody has got splitting headaches. That is the reality. but the advertisement never shows that. The advertisement is there to convince that person,
Yeah.
because they know the product is useless.
Should we get some nice hot-bodied woman dancing? Come on, do the course.
Well, there now.
I think I'll take my shirt off. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our channel will suddenly have like 1 million more subscribers.
Wow.
So my thing is that everybody who is going to do the course will do it now, but that now is in their time. And so that when they're ready to do the course, you are there to tell them, hey, there is a course. That is why you just keep giving the information. That's it.
Brilliant.
You know, Gurudev Advance said there are two kinds of businesses. One is the daruwala business. That guy opens the shop and chills. You know, people will come and take the daru. The other is the doodhwala. The doodhwala business, where you have to go home to home and deliver it. I think ours is the doodhwala business.
Seriously, that's so true. Wow, so well put, really. Yeah, but good. I will. Yeah, you know what? I will keep. That's one thing I'm going to do again now. Keep putting up posts where people can just, they'll know that yes, it's Karanvir's page. They can come and see if there's anything happening. Lalit, yeah, this will be a very good, a good reminder.
What else?
What else? So how is it being a father? I keep seeing your posts with the two lovely angels.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. I just love being a dad. It's fun. It's like
How come
small
they have
little
not
human beings.
attacked you?
What?
How come they have not attacked you yet?
No, I'm not at home. That's why.
Okay.
I'm somewhere else. Yeah. But yeah, it's so. Again, whatever I've learned, slowly I keep doing it with them. I don't pressurize them. So I start. They know English very well. They know Marwari and they know Punjabi. Now they start speaking Hindi. So I teach Hindi to them. So it's a process. They'll start learning singing, Sare Gama Padanisa, and variations, and Do Re Mi Fa So. I've started to teach them on the piano. Okay, like do a dear. They see, they hear something, and they pick it up. They grasp it very fast. Comes straight from the dad. But yeah. But I realize one thing. It's if they don't feel like, okay, we don't feel like doing it right now. I never tell them, no, you have to. I said, okay, fine, shut it. We don't need to do it. Because I do not, which I've learned as a child, where when you're forced, as you said correct, when you're forced to do something, you don't like it. Then it's a, you're not doing it out of will. And I think that's there's one thing I've learned in this lockdown also, is to be a very patient dad. Patience is something which we all believe we have, but when you have kids, then you realize, okay, it's not that easy. Yeah, so it's so much to learn from them too. I start the chant Om, take deep breath, 3 deep breath in, then start chant Om a little bit. They know the Gayatri mantra, they know the Peli Podi, so keep them connected. And then when the time is right, when they're ripe, they automatically will. So they're daughters of spiritual souls. I think when you guys met them, they were like barely a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had come to Mani's house?
Yeah, Mani's house. So what did you learn in this lockdown? As in, what new skill did you pick up, Bao?
So I learned,
Besides cooking, piano, singing,
Singing, no.
I mean, there's a full book that you can write, a thesis on the skills that you have. But besides that, what is another one that you picked up?
So you know what? I've been doing this course, which talks about meridians in your body and all that. And I think this would be a good place to show one quick little exercise.
Okay.
So you mentioned that people are having this depression and anxiety and stuff like that, and this particular little 2-minute thing that can be done will release any emotional turmoil that you are going through in just a few minutes, really.
Okay.
So everybody, shall we just do it together? It's really simple.
Yeah, I think let's do it. Yeah.
So first you get your fingers together like this, like a steeple, okay? And you put your thumb in the middle of your eyebrows. And then we are going to take 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then you curl your fingers onto your forehead and dig inside and pull them to your temples. Pull them to your temples. Okay? And then shake them off. Then go a little higher onto your hairline, just where your hairline starts. And pull and come all the way down to your temples again and shake it off. Okay? And now you're just going to dig in and go about an inch. Dig in and go about an inch, like you are opening up stuff in your head. Okay?
Nice.
And go all the way to your neck. Okay? And do the same thing with your neck, like dig in and open it out. Dig in and open it out and give it a nice little massage and then hang like this. Hang like this. And again, we will take 2 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And on the 3rd breath, you're going to let your hands go and fall on your lap. How do you feel? Doesn't it kind of feel good?
Buzzy feeling.
Gives you a kind of a buzz.
My fingers are feeling all buzzed.
So I've been learning this entire technique, and it has been really helpful.
It also works on there are sutures. Our skull is joint at certain points. So it works on the sutures and the dura and the cerebrospinal fluid. But it's nice.
It's really good. Really good. Right.
So if anytime you are feeling down, too much of emotions coming, this is just an amazing thing to do. And there's one more really nice thing. After doing this,
One second. Can you hear?
Yes. Hello?
Just say something.
Something. So after you do this entire thing, if you just hold your head in the front and in the back, there's a bump on your head at the back. So one hand on that bump, like the palm is on the bump, the other hand is over here, and you just hold here for like even few minutes, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And then again, slowly you let go. And you will be amazed at how calm and relaxed you feel in just these 2, 3 minutes. So this is one of the things that I've been learning.
Very nice.
I've also been learning a lot about diet, about why plant-based is better than anything else, things like that. Yeah.
This is really good. Really nice. Wow. Full refreshers course happened. Bunkyada, do you still play cricket or you don't play cricket anymore?
Cricket, I played. I don't watch.
He likes football.
I love football.
What? Football?
Shows you have not been here for a very long time, Mr. Bohra. I'll have to correct that soon.
We should play a match next time we are in Mumbai.
I've got a broken knee here. I mean, look, all 21. Wow.
Take some CST sessions. That'll heal it very fast.
This was the very reason that I turned plant-based, because I didn't want to go through the surgery. So being completely plant-based has really made so much of a difference. I can run now. I could never even run earlier. So,
my brother.
I'm sure you must have seen.
My brother.
I'm sure you must have seen the show on Netflix, Game Changers.
Yes.
Have you seen my video, which was released much before Netflix? It's called Make the Moon Smile. It's there on this channel itself. It's all about Make the Moon Smile.
What is this about?
It's about environment and food choices and how what we are eating is not just affecting us, but the entire planet.
Entire planet, that's true. That you used to even say this during your courses.
Then finally we made a video out of it. Check it out. Then what?
Bungi Dada.
Yes.
There is, again, that when I talk when people ask me a lot of questions about how are you so sane? How do you manage to handle yourself in this industry? Okay. My first thing that I say is that meditate. At least give yourself 10-15 minutes. People still ask me, whoever knows that I'm part of that I do Sudarshan Kriya, they said, you should do your Kriya. A lot of people from Art of Living also, when I meet, they say, you should do your Kriya. As if like after 20 years, you're supposed to stop it. And it's a surprise when they say, yeah, and I tell them, yes, I do it. Is there a right time to do the Kriya?
Now.
Unless you have just eaten food, then it should be a little later.
No, it is. Any time is a good time for meditation, but the sunrise time, sunset time, and when the sun is overhead, these are much more conducive for meditation. So whenever there is a change happening outside, any change is a very powerful, potent time. That's why in India we call it the Sandhya Samay. So Sandhya, where there is that change happening, this is very powerful. Same in life also. Whenever there is a change happening, it's a very powerful time.
Yeah.
So these 3 times, it's much more beneficial, you can see.
Also,
I wouldn't say beneficial. I would just say it is much easier because you are also going from an awake state to a transcendental state. So when you are doing it in the time when nature is changing, it just becomes easier for you to also slip into meditation.
But there is one thing. There is this one. Now the field I am in. Okay, there are a lot of parties that I go to. Okay. I don't drink. Okay, everybody knows that I don't drink. Okay, that's one thing I have somehow never enjoyed. I don't know why. Okay, which is a good thing. I've never enjoyed drinking, so I don't like drinking. But how is it? There are so many of my friends. They want to leave. They say they want to leave. Okay, but they enjoy drinking. What is how is it that they can stop it or reduce it?
Manoj, when you abuse your body enough, it just gives up. It just doesn't tell you anymore anything because it goes into anyway. कुछ भी बोलता हूँ कोई सुनता नहीं है मेरी बात. So have you noticed now that you're eating plant-based? Have you noticed when you eat something, have you noticed sometimes you feel ये नहीं खाना चाहिए? Have you
Yeah,
noticed that?
absolutely,
It,
absolutely.
like it's in your plate and you're kind of bringing it to your mouth and you say, I should not eat this. And then maybe you are in a party or maybe people are watching it. Oh well, I'll eat it, and you know you're going to have an upset tummy the next day, right? So your
I'm a
body.
different breed. About on a New Year party, literally a New Year party, I carried food from my house at my friend's place.
Brilliant,
Like, what are you
brilliant.
doing? I said, this is because I know you will not make this food, so I got it from my house.
No, but that's. I mean, you more people need to respect their body. You know, people say, why don't you eat this? Why? What nakra you are doing? Look, I am not doing nakra. I have to live with my body. You don't, right? So if I eat food to make you happy, it's not going to work for me, right? But my point over here is your body gives very clear indication this is not okay. This is not okay, right? But when you continuously disregard that, then the body kind of gives up and says, बेवकूफ है, idiot है, इसको क्या पता है? Right? So these people who claim that they enjoy drinking, they are in this, they have poisoned themselves so much that now their body has kind of given up, and it will manifest it as aches and pains and disease. And I mean, any of these people who drink too much, you will not find them really healthy. They will not have that glowing skin that you have. They need like 1 kilo of makeup on their face to make them camera worthy. So uh, when you truly listen to your body is like simply outstanding, amazing. Okay. Do you have anybody else around you who you can just call for 2 minutes?
No.
Nobody's there.
Yeah, they're, I mean, outside.
But anybody like slightly sane whom you can call?
No, they're not saying. Okay. The question I asked you was more physical. Okay, there's one question I want to ask, okay, which I think is a lot of people are talking about it. Two of my friends, they committed suicide this year. One was my friend Kushal Punjabi and one was Sushant Singh. Both of them committed suicide because of depression. Now, one had everything going for him. Okay, very successful. The other was not as successful. Was still in between jobs. Like most of us are in between jobs. We're trying to get work or something. The question is, success hai to depression, success nahi hai to bhi depression. How does one handle this situation? So basically, it's not about success. It's not about money. It's not about fame. What is it about?
It's about not culturing your mind.
It's not about
not culturing your mind. It's about not learning and diving into that fourth state of consciousness that we all call meditation. It's unfortunate that these people do these kind of things. And I mean, one can only feel compassion for them. And one can just feel from our side that, maybe if we had given the information about Sudarshan Kriya and they had taken it, they would not have done something like this.
Yeah. I mean, for the ones,
it is not success, it is not failure, it is nothing to do with anything. It is always something to do with you. Right?
Yeah. So my whole thing is to the ones who've gone, God may keep the soul, happy and wherever they are. For the ones who are here, I really need you to say something about as you were going on. I interrupted you. What if it's not about the money, the fame, the success, the car, the house, the wife, the husband? What is it about?
So let me tell you this. Manoj, you like adventure sports?
Oh, I love it.
You love it, right? So can you name one of the more wild ones that you have done?
Bungee jumping.
Okay. Now, if you really enjoy adventure sports, then when you are standing up there on that bungee jump, you will be like, wow, man, I'm waiting for this absolutely amazing thing that I'm going to do now. And you're getting all these, things going on in your body, and you're like, oh, I can't wait. Right. And there will be another person who is basically peeing in his pant. Right.
Yeah.
So do you notice that it's the exact same event which is making one person feel thrilled and the other person feel really, really scared? There is no change in the event,
Yeah.
isn't it? Similarly, in life, events happen. How we take them is up to us. And that is what I mean by culturing the mind. Not allowing an event or a person to take away our smile, because that finally the power to react internally to any situation outside belongs to us and us alone. And to have that strength to be able to push through a crisis is character. And again, that is strengthened by spirituality, by all the values you are giving your children, right? This many people don't do because, oh, it's not cool. Then when
No, but there are a lot of people. It's not about cool. They just feel defeated. They feel,
that's my point.
they feel defeated. I feel.
That's my point. You can take a failure as a learning experience, or you can feel defeated. I mean, come on, you remember how many times we used to organize courses and we used to go and talk to people, and we got rejected so many times.
True.
Right? I mean, if rejection is a indication, all art of living teachers would be super depressed.
Absolutely. Very true. Very true.
Gurudev would be like one basket case of depression. Because so many people have rejected. No, he just continues. He just goes on. We just go on because we know that the reason why they are rejecting is because they don't know good enough. They don't know well enough. Defeat, failure simply means one thing. It means this is not the way to do it. That's it. This is not the way to do it. Get out there and try again. Get out there and try again. And you will fall flat on your face 62 times. And the 63rd time it might work.
Might work.
Right. So that strength comes when you meditate. That strength comes.
That is true. That is the bottom line. Yeah. That is, there is no other reason. Really, I think meditation is the key.
And when people don't have meditation, it is then that they turn to boozing.
Yeah.
Why do they booze? When you say, I enjoy boozing, what are you really saying? You're saying, I enjoy giving up control of my senses. I mean, you've seen how people blabber when they are even slightly tipsy. Right? Why would you want to put yourself in such a vulnerable state? Because when in the real state you are feeling miserable, at least over here there is no control. You can chill out, you can be what you want to be, and since everybody is drunk, it's okay for everybody. And that is the escape. But the problem with that escape is you have to come back to the depressed state.
Yeah.
And so you escape again and come back to the depressed state and escape again, and that becomes an addiction. But how about turning around that depressed state into something else? There is technology for that also. And the wise person that you are, you use that technology. And so you are where you are.
I've learned this really. ऐसा नहीं कि कभी situations have always been nice and that's why I'm smiling, that everything is going good for me, that's why I'm smiling. No, there are a lot of obstacles, but yes, you know what? Face it. Meditation helps me to take correct decisions. Sometimes the decisions go wrong. So face the wrong decisions, face whatever mistakes you made, move on, makes me stronger. again I'll make a mistake, but I keep moving on.
Exactly.
This value system of meditation really makes me solid.
Exactly. It is culturing the mind, that always remember that you have the power to decide how to react internally, if not externally.
Absolutely.
And whatever your internal reaction is that what makes you know. That's how you will how you will go outside.
Once I was conducting a course in Stanford, and one of the students in Stanford University, he said, "We have something called the Stanford duck syndrome." I said, "What's that?" So, have you seen a duck on water? It's so nicely gliding on water. Everything is wonderful. But underneath the surface of water, it is flapping away to go. All that is happening. So many times, on the surface, everything seems okay, but they are having this battle within. Yeah. And as Baba
Absolutely.
said, meditation is what really helps us to win that battle that's happening within. And second thing I would add is when you do something for others, some sort of service, some seva,
Service.
that joy is unparalleled. On the last day of the course, I usually ask people, is everybody happy? And people are thrilled. I'm on top of the world and all sorts of experiences we are getting. I said that somebody is 10 times more happier than you, 100 times more happier than you. And that is the person who sent you to the course. If you are dancing, they are saying, "Yay, my friend did the course, my mom did it, my friend did it." Because that joy of helping someone, that is else.
So you notice, Manoj, we are innately altruistic. See, Dinesh already talked about it a few minutes ago. Now, so you say you release a movie and people love the movie and they go around and tell their friends, man, what a fantastic movie, what a fantastic movie. But Manoj is not paying them or even acknowledging them for saying that it's a fantastic movie, right? It's just that when a person has a brilliant experience, they want to share it with others. This is the innate altruism that is built into all human beings. And if a person thinks only about himself, it's a recipe for, like Gurudev says, the recipe for depression is only one sentence. What about me?
Oof. You've nailed it, Bao.
Right? Actually, Gurudev nailed it. I just kind of.
I mean, you've nailed this live. You've nailed this live chat with a
So
punchline.
when you can kind of let go about the what about me and think about what about others and understand that the what about me is anyway in the what about the others also, you kind of sort it. And like you said, yes, there are tough times, things go wrong, life does not always behave the way
Yeah.
you want it to, but you know how to deal with it.
Big shit.
Yeah, you are equipped to deal with that.
Yeah.
And so you kind of pull through, you push through, you
That's
wriggle.
what, meditation equips you to deal with these, and they will keep coming. It's
Yeah.
never going to be hunky dory.
Yeah.
They'll keep coming. But yeah.
So tell us some of the funny experiences you've had in the limelight, or
Funny, what I would say is that people, like how you have this, no? Arey, I thought you'll be without shirt. In the industry, it's like this. Arey, KV to shirt nikal dega. ठीक है. अरे केवी ने कपड़े कैसे इतने ज्यादा पहन लिए? अरे थोड़ा और क्लीवेज दिखाओ.
है तो दिखाना चाहिए ना, when you got it, flaunt it.
Absolutely.
You worked very hard for it. What's the point of covering it up? No, what I am really I absolutely love about you is how you didn't give in to any of those shortcut methods.
No, not at all.
You know, Manoj, this is one of the other things that really concerns me. That there are people who are fit and so unhealthy, it is unbelievable. And one of the things, one of our pet projects, is to bring health back into fitness.
Wow. That's an oxymoron.
But people are taking, I met one guy, Manoj, I mean, that guy his bicep was the size of my chest, almost. like
You couldn't put your hands.
yeah,
There are, yeah.
both hands to hold his bicep, man. And that guy had kidney problems,
Liver
and he had
problems.
liver problems, and his inside was finished because of the kind of steroids and gunk that he put in just for that outside appearance. And I
These
am
are probably you talking about maybe who are professionals in the field. I'm talking about Bao. There are normal people in the industry. It is a prerequisite. You don't have a six pack or you don't have the tight body. What are you doing? I have a little. I mean, past 4 months. Okay, there's no gym. I have a little bit of a punch. Okay, I do yoga every single day. Like Surya Namaskars, I do 100 a day. Okay, 50 to 100 a day I do. That's the only way to remain fit. I have. So I post pictures, I post videos, and my friends say, "अरे थोड़ा पेट आ रहा है, कैसा लग रहा है?" I say, I don't care. I really don't care because you are not paying me. You are not going through what I'm going through. I'm happy the way I am. So
exactly.
that confidence or that once things open up, when a role requires it, I will do it. I will get what is to be needed. But it is a lot of pressure to have that kind of a body, to maintain that kind of a lifestyle.
That is what I'm saying. This whole thing about a six pack. Maybe once in a while, if you have it just to show off, it is all right. But to want it all the time, this part of the body, like below your
It is
belly
not
button,
possible. It is human. Yeah, it
you
is.
need to have fat there because you've got some very, very, very delicate organs over there. So you will notice that below the belly button to get those tight whatever is
Yeah, stretch
incredibly
marks.
difficult because it is not supposed to be there. You get it? See, making your biceps is not so difficult because biceps are cool. You can have biceps, you can have a great back, but to have an absolutely flat, that six pack stomach is actually unhealthy. And unfortunately, too many people in the industry are doing it, and so the younger generation or the older generation, whatever, they are trying to copy it, and they are trying those crazy shortcut methods to get it. And the whole thing has made it such an unhealthy thing to be fit, which is very sad. And of course, then there is, of course, all this, the big companies who promote all sorts of crazy diets and crazy foods, which are really, really no good for you.
So we need to bring health back into fitness.
Health back into fitness. You're going to be our poster boy.
Manoj really liked.
Man, I'm forever.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It is really one. I dream of maybe in 2 years, 3 years time, we could have some bodybuilding competitions where people are not. Do you know this, Manoj? Do you know this that a professional bodybuilder is in his worst physical shape on the day of the event? Worst. Did you know that?
No.
Because for 3 days they don't drink water. They don't drink water, so those veins pop. So most of these guys,
Yeah, that is
after
true.
doing their posing routine, will go backstage and faint. It is incredible the kind of unnecessary torture they do to their bodies, and this is not the way to treat the body. So having a competition where you're talking about being naturally good looking, so to speak, without doing this stuff to your body. No drinking water for 3 days. For God's sake, what are you doing, yeah?
So I really liked it, the recent post that you have done, yogasanas.
Yeah. I have.
You have a little paunch, and as Baba said, when you got it, flaunt it, and you are flaunting it with a smile, with style. That's good.
Absolutely. It's no shame in the game.
Yes.
Because I know that much. When the time comes, I'll have what it takes. If it requires for it to be flat, I'll make it flat. But right now, I just want to be a normal guy.
Good. Anything
Okay.
else?
Or
So I want to tell you something, Manoj, something that was the first thing I noticed about you when I met you. Do you know what that was? I don't think I ever told you that.
No, tell me. Why? Wait, let me guess. The beard in my face?
No. You didn't have a beard at that time.
What did you?
You know, there is a twinkle in your eyes. Even now, it's there. There is a light that is there in your eyes, which is just, if you look into Manoj's eyes, you can just keep looking for a few hours. Say something so the Zoom takes your face. Now show.
Okay, now the twinkle. Yeah, there's a lot of masti in me. Probably that's why.
No, there is some light there. So yeah, and I'm so glad that even on over Zoom and over the internet, that light is still visible.
I
So
Om Namah Shivaya and Jai Gurudev to that. Seriously. I mean, I'm so glad I found Gurudev at the right time.
yeah. No, it is. I guess. I think maybe we can end with this thought. Like you just said, no. People ask you, "Abhi bhi kar raha hai kriya?" मतलब to see, one thing is, okay, you don't know about the knowledge, you don't know about meditation, and you go through life and you never heard about it, and your life gets over, and that's one thing. But to go through life knowing that something like this exists and not experiencing it is sad. But what is even worse is experiencing it and then not practicing it.
Oh, it's so true.
That's really sad. Because you've got the room in the 5-star hotel and you choose to sleep in the car. And that also, it's a Maruti.
Oh man.
So,
Don't say that, Bau. I have a Maruti also.
so move out of that car and get into that amazing, wonderful hotel room that you've got,
Yeah.
and really enjoy life.
Thank you so much, Bau. Really, it was such a. It never felt like it's been so long.
It
never is.
It never does. It never does.
Yeah,
That's
never
the
is.
mark of a good friendship, a great friendship. No, that even if you meet after 20 years, it's like you met like 3 minutes ago.
That's so true. So true.
But that does not mean that I'm saying you meet me after 20 years.
No, please. As soon as pandemic is over, either I come to Bangalore, or when you come to Mumbai, you let me know.
Yes, we'll do that.
And bring TJ along and the kids to
And the kids, yes.
Now we've got a dog and a cat, so they can play with the dog and the cat.
in the house. Of
In
course,
the
in the ashram we have this morning only. Yeah, we saw some. Gurudev is talking about Murugan Rahasya, and we saw the peacock, dancing with the feathers out.
Lovely.
Okay, it was brilliant talking to you.
Love you so much, Bau.
See, we said the same.
Love you so much, Bunky Dada. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.